ahead as this game progresses.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the... And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's gone. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10.
Gotta go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Lock in.
Second and 10 now, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back, Charles and I. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. They run. It's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You see it?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught left side by Cooks. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
That's strong running. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play. Show them they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 17.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we... Get set for the 4th quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Super. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Start left here.
Now it's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Louis. Go.
From his goal line here, gone. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Gurley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They were stopped on that play. We saw plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Lock in.
First down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Red, up. Red, up. Red, up. Red, up. Move. Hey, 18. Lock in.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Nifty move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Red, up. Hey, 18.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish the
pressure? And he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Going up top. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This is Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Space to run past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air that, and that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 41 yards.
Every coach we ever beat before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Green, 39. Left. Ace.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Steps away, and that's incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Second down, here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
17. Value three.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on third with a gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, it's gone. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and it's second down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Goff. He's going to fire one deep open, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
DC.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
14. Hey, lift.
Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Two. Starting left here.
On 1st down, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Trying to go back to Watkins. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play now. He's got it at the 15. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Room to run past midfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. McConley's got it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught. Kelce, left side. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demetrius Harris, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Another carry now for Gurley. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
We're back now in KC. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Now Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Brown. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw is Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mahomes to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Mahomes now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing now, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's gone. Being chased out left. Now he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And oh, he kicked it out. Out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They try right side here. Gurley. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try to hand off right with Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Shell. Joe, 12, Joe.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Orange. Joe, 12, Joe.
Now Goff on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Zebra.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Lawletta on 1st down, and his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Lawletta again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They get it to him running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Now it's Laletta. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
5. Joe, 12, Joe. Orange.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Landon Collins. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
On 1st down, Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Second down, here's Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. The pitch goes to Barkley. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Following the fumble recovery, Goff escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
17.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The toss out to Barkley. There he goes inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Watch him now, Barney!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
17. 5. Tiger. Let's go.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 43 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And this is caught at the 8. A gain of 32 that time. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. Before the Giants get the football back, I want to discuss the game you had with them last week against Chicago. They won that game 30-27 in pretty dramatic fashion.
To put it mildly, because they struggled for a lot of the game, but when they needed big plays, they got them from some of their veterans and a rookie. Alec Ogletree, their veteran linebacker, 2 picks in the ballgame. One of them a pick 6 to get things started for the Giants. How about Odell Beckham Jr.? Not just catching the ball, on a reverse pass, throws his 2nd touchdown pass of the year. That one to Russell Shepard, his LSU teammate. And last but not least, Saquon Barkley. Boy, was he special in that game.
By the way, mathematically, the Giants at 4-8 still have a chance to win the NFC East.
Well, you remember Odell Beckham Jr. said they're going to run the table. They lost that against Philadelphia last week, but I still believe they can get to 8-8.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, Loletta. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Goff on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The final shot before break here. Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd to Barkley on the check down. And some room to roam now. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Watch it now, Barney!
On first down, Lauletta. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Coming off play action, Lauletta. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Lauletta. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Goff. Rolling to his left. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. He had to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think a quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy have pressure in his face, find a way to escape, and not just immediately look for the sideline or a way to get down, but to keep his eyes downfield and try and find a target. How about the way he finished off that play? That was impressive.
On first down, it's gone. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Like 20. Here we go, fellas.
A shotgun snap for gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Sirline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles.